What's up, everybody? Today is January 31st, 2024, and I told you guys I wanted to treat myself to pizza for working 6 days straight. Three of those days are 12-hour shifts. So I got me some Little Caesars pizza. This is not going to be a review. This is just going to be me enjoying some pizza. Let me show you real quick. So this is my mouth is watering. An extra most best cheese pizza from Little Caesars. So basically, it's their standard cheese pizza. I hope here, I'll try to give you a good shot. It's their standard cheese pizza, but it's supposed to be more cheese. It looks I'll let you guys be the judge here. You know, I mean, keep in mind it is Little Caesars, so. But for them, because they normally don't put like a lot of cheese at all, so I think that is extra cheese for them. But yeah, at work all week, I've been craving some pizza. Sounds like I'm gonna treat myself. Nano and Becca are inside. We're actually at Target right now. They already ate, and I got some pizza. I was gonna eat with them, but I had to order. It wasn't. Sometimes they have hot and readies. Sometimes they don't. So this one wasn't ready. I had to order it, and so they finished eating before I was able to get my food. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a lot of cheese. Come on, Little Caesars. Extra most best, and it's not even. Come on, man. That's not even supposed to be a review. I mean, it's okay. I mean, cheese, but it's just not a review. But I'm gonna get mad, and I'm gonna start thrashing Little Caesars if my other pieces don't have a lot of cheese on them. Well, honestly, what can you expect? It's less than $10, even after tax. It was less than $10, and you really can't get like a large pizza anywhere for $10 anymore. So I can't really complain too much. Sometimes places will have deals like a Domino's or whatever, but I just got in the mood for Little Caesars, so I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. I've worked at Little Caesars. I think I told you guys that. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Again, as I've said many times, I've worked at 6 different pizza places. Little Caesars is different than all the rest of them. Not necessarily in a bad way, but for the fact that Little Caesars is more like it almost felt like a pizza factory more than a pizza, like a pizzeria. Because at least at the one that I worked at, because this was in California, we just pumped out so many pizzas. You're just going through the motions of just stamping out the pizzas and sauce and cheese. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, literally, because when I worked there, this was still when they had the $5. It was still $5 for a hot and ready. And so people come in. Oh, can I get 20 20 hot and readies? And so you're just pumping out pizzas like if you're a robot in a factory, really. Whereas the other, I worked at Domino's Pizza, Pizza Hut, all the other ones, Marco's Pizza, all the other ones, even a little local pizzeria. But those, since the pizza is more expensive, people don't generally order as many. Sometimes, like at Domino's Pizza, because they would have deals too. Oh, if you get, 2 or more mediums, it'd be like $6 a piece or whatever. And so sometimes people would order maybe like 10 pizzas at a time at Domino's Pizza, but it was more rare. But Little Caesars, every day, every shift, seriously, people just come in. Hey, 30 hot and readies, 15 cheese and 15 pepperoni. I mean, really, people order a lot of pizza there. I gotta switch hands here. So yeah, you're just back there, just stamping them out, man, just stamping them out. So, like I said, it's not a bad thing. It was just they sold way more pizzas than any of the other pizza places that I worked at. Just the volume of like literally how many pizzas they sold at Little Caesars was just way more. This was the one that I worked at in California. And it's just because they were cheap, really cheap back then. It feels like a little bit more cheese. I just want to close up. Just basic, standard. You know, that's one thing about Little Caesars. I mean, you know what you're getting. It's no frills. It's not that expensive. You know, this is the one that has more cheese on it. You can get the standard one. I don't know, it's like $7 or something like that. You know, I'm gonna tell you what this pizza is good for, great for parties and children. Basically, if you're trying to feed a lot of people with pizza for cheap, Little Caesars is the way to go. It really is. It really is. I mean, let's say you got a party full of kids, 20, 30 kids, whatever, and you're the one who has to buy the pizza, then you're not going to spend, $20 on a cheap pizza or something like that. You're like, man, screw these kids. I'm going to get some Little Caesars pizzas. Kids don't know the difference. Children don't have a refined palate like adults do. They're perfectly happy with like a little cheap cheese pizza. Happy as can be, So yeah, like it's literally, if I was hosting a party and for whatever reason there was a bunch of kids there, Matter of fact, let's say there's gonna be like say 20 kids and 20 adults. For the kids, I would just get a bunch of pepperoni or cheese pizza from Little Caesars. Just do like 10 and 10 or whatever, 10 pepperoni, 10 cheese. And then for the adults, maybe get something a little bit better. But yeah, anyhow, that's what it's good for. It's cheap. You can buy a lot, you know, feed a lot of people. Or like if you want to buy pizza for your coworkers, it's like, oh yeah, go to Little Caesars, buy a bunch of pizzas. And that's what people do. Again, people would come in, order 10, 20, 30, 40, a ton of pizzas, really. And then, since people were saving so much money on that, sometimes they'd order like a lot of wings or a lot of the crazy bread too. Oh yeah, give me 20 pieces and like 5 orders of wings and crazy bread. And still, you do all that, and it's still, I mean, you can order a bunch of stuff. It's still gonna be under $100, and you, like I said, you could feed all your coworkers or like the party or whatever you're doing. You know, seriously, if you have like a party at your house and you say you got $100 for food, you know, man, you go to Little Caesars, you can still clean up even today. I mean, I'm not a sponsor for them. I'm just saying they ain't paying me. They can send me money. Little Caesars, I have a PayPal. You're more than welcome to send me money. I take free money. Hello, Little Caesars. I'm just saying, it's just math, Yeah, if I had $100 and I have a house full of people, on a party, get some pizza, get some wings, and then for soda, I wouldn't buy soda there because it's expensive. Just stop at the store real quick, buy a couple cases of soda real quick. Literally $100, man. You could clean up, man. Everybody's happy. Everybody's full. Now the question is, how much of this pizza am I gonna eat? So there comes 8 pieces, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 left, so I've eaten 2. I've eaten 2 already. Feels like I've eaten more, but I've been doing so much talking, I guess. If I really push myself, I could eat the whole thing, but I'm not that kind of YouTuber. I'm not one of those YouTubers be like, oh, watch me eat 5 pizzas. I'm not going to gorge myself. Matter of fact, I want to save some for later. Yeah, the other bites are a little bit better. You can see the thickness of the cheese. You can see where the crust ends and the cheese begins. Like I said, $10. I mean, you can't complain. What are you gonna do? It's $10. Not even. After tax, it was like 9, whatever. I don't know, whatever it was, 67 or something like that. So, can't really complain much. And it does the job. It cures my pizza craving. I was really craving pizza, and this is good. I'm not complaining. It's good. I like it. I like Little Caesars. That's why I'm eating here. Sometimes if I want to spend a little bit more, I'll put some toppings, put some jalapeno, pineapple, bell pepper. Um, Not really a pepperoni fan. They have some pretty good dips too. I think they have like a nacho cheese or like a jalapeno nacho cheese or something like that. Well, it was funny, every pizza place I worked at, especially when I was doing delivery, I didn't do delivery at Little Caesars. This was back in the day when Little Caesars didn't do delivery. This was before, DoorDash and Uber Eats or whatever they do nowadays. Um, but the delivery places that I worked at, you know, somebody ordered pizza, you take it to their house, and every now and again, someone would mention, oh, hey, let's say when I worked at Domino's. Every place I worked at, this happened. Oh, hey, Domino's is my favorite pizza, and this and that. And they're like, oh, I hate Papa John's, or I hate Little Caesars, this and that. Every pizza place I worked at, you know, you have that one customer or several customers that they'll state their affection for that pizza place. Or some people, like me, or maybe you kind of just don't care. Pizza's kind of pizza, you know. You can go here or there. You just look for whatever's cheapest. But some people are really. Oh, my point is that some people are really diehard. Like they'll only eat at one pizza place. That's what I'm saying. And they're like, screw the other pizza place. They're like, oh, I only eat at Domino's Pizza. And it's funny. They're sitting there telling me, right? Like again, let's say when I was working at Domino's Pizza, and someone was telling me, oh yeah, I love your pizza, Domino's Pizza, and oh, I hate Papa John's. And I'm thinking in my head, I like Papa John's pizza. They're assuming just because I work there that I don't like other pizza. I'm gonna tell you a secret. A lot of times, um, even the employees that work there, that's not necessarily their favorite pizza. It's usually some like little local shop or whatever that if you ask a employee from a pizza place, hey, what's your favorite pizza? So be honest. Maybe ask them when they're not at work. And they'll probably tell you some other place. I remember I had a boss. His name was Kevin. This was at Domino's Pizza. And I asked him, um, like where his favorite pizza is or whatever. And he said his favorite pizza is a Kevin pizza. And basically the pizza that he makes. And honestly, that's what it comes down to. The best pizza is the one that, you customize. Um, of course, some places have like better dough or maybe better cheese. Like Little Caesars and Unique, they use what's called Munster cheese or Munster cheese, something like that. It's probably a combination of like mozzarella and Munster cheese. So different places are gonna have different like cheese blends, different crusts or whatever. Um, but in general, the crust it's flour, water, sugar, salt, and the cheese is cheese for the most part. I mean, I hate cheddar cheese, but sometimes pizza places put cheddar cheese on their pizza, which I hate. But in general, that's pretty standard. And so my point is, what makes a good pizza is how you customize it. Like, oh, I like I saw like say not me necessarily. Say something like, oh, I like light cheese. I'm sorry, light sauce, extra cheese, um, and all the meats. For example, right? Some people like that, or some people like I don't know, sausage and mushroom pizza. Some people like that. A lot of people like that. You know, and that's gonna be the best pizza, regardless of where you get it from. Like I said, you might like a certain pizza place's crust or their cheese or whatever. Um, But the best pizza is the one that you customize. The way that you like it, regardless of where you go. That's my point. So, but yeah, that's the other thing. Once people figured out that I've worked at several pizza places, as soon as I tell people, I'm surprised no one in the comments is asking me. Actually, um, that's another thing they say. Oh, you worked at 6 pizza places. Oh, what's the best? None of them. None of them are the best. The best pizza is the one that you like best. I can't tell you what you like. You know. because everybody has their own taste buds. The crust that I like, maybe you don't like. You know, maybe you like the taste of this Western cheese, and someone else might not like it. You know, I've literally found people who thought Little Caesars pizza was the best. They're like, I know it's cheap, but that's my favorite. You know, so who am I to tell them? Oh, that's not the best pizza. Well, if that's the best pizza to you, that's the best pizza. You know, who am I to tell you? And then it comes down to toppings too. So some places don't have all toppings. So for example, let's say your favorite pizza, wherever you are, is, you know, dough, sauce, cheese, and anchovies. That's your favorite pizza of all time. Let's just say that's your favorite pizza, right? Well, not everywhere sells anchovies. Matter of fact, of all the 6 pizza places I worked at, only one, Marco's Pizza, that's the only one that sold anchovies. And so my point is, if your favorite pizza includes anchovies, then your favorite pizza place is going to be one that sells anchovies. You see what I'm saying? Or like me, I like jalapeno and pineapple, right? And although most places have jalapeno and pineapple, like Costco, the shopping store, the bulk shopping store, they sell pizza, they sell fresh pizza, but they don't have jalapeno and pineapple. So by default, Costco can't, even though Costco pizza is not terrible, but it can't be my favorite pizza because my favorite pizza, my favorite pizza includes jalapeno and pineapple, and they don't have that. So that can never be. I don't care how good their crust is. I don't care how good their cheese is. As long as they don't have jalapeno and pineapple, that can't be my favorite pizza. So it's not. See what I'm saying? Or maybe a certain place has a certain pepperoni that you like. You know. Not all pepperonis are the same. Some are more spicy, or some are more crispy, or sometimes they have the little pepperonis, or, you know, big pepperoni. So yeah. So, you know, I mean, if someone asked me what's my favorite pizza place, I could tell you that. But if you're asking me overall what's the best pizza, I can't tell you what the best pizza is. You got to tell me what the best pizza is, you know, for you. And as far as me, and if someone asks me what is my best pizza, like I said, it's just a topping thing. Like, I like my best pizza. Let's forget places for a moment. My best pizza would be crust, maybe like a light sauce, extra cheese, jalapeno, pineapple. Maybe sometimes other veggies, but jalapeno, pineapple, maybe black olive. But that's my favorite. Okay? And as far as crust and the type of cheese, it just depends what I'm craving. Sometimes I'm craving Little Caesars really bad. Sometimes I'm craving Papa John's. Papa John's, I think, has a really good dough. I think they have a really good fresh dough. I like they're just plain breadsticks, and I think they have a really good dough. But I don't like their sauce so much, you know? So I think their sauce is a little too sweet. You know? And so, yeah, it just depends. So my favorite pizza is more of a toppings thing than it is any particular place. I don't necessarily have a particular place, you know? I'll tell you one thing, though. There are some places, like 7-Eleven, the gas station chain, man, their pizza sucks, I think. I've heard some people say, oh, I love 7-Eleven pizza. Man, your taste buds stink. That pizza is atrocious. 7-Eleven pizza sucks. Pretty much any gas station pizza sucks. At least in the United States. I don't know about in other countries. But, yeah. Okay, so I have 3 pieces left. So, by the math, that means I've eaten 5 pieces. Should I stop now? I'm not full. I could continue to eat, but maybe I should save some. But I got my little crust left. I'll finish my crust. So, anyhow, that's pizza. But yeah, you work at 6 different pizza places. You know, I went on thousands of deliveries over, you know, the course of years. Literally thousands. That's not even an exaggeration. I'm just thinking, say you do 10 deliveries a night. And then say I worked at Domino's Pizza for 2 years. Just Domino's Pizza alone. Doing even say 5 deliveries a night. Over the course of 2 years, you know, it's a lot of deliveries. Even though we can say 4 days a week, say 5 deliveries a night, say 4 nights a week, that's 20 deliveries a week. times 50 weeks in a year, that's 1,000 deliveries. Actually, 52 weeks in a year, but just say approximately. And I did more than that. And that was just like a Domino's. So yeah, you see a lot of people who taste a lot of different pizzas. Worked, like I said, working at 6 different pizza places. I've had all the different crusts and thin crust and thick crust and deep dish and you know Winster cheese, and I've had pizzas customized that I did myself, like at Domino's, where I just put provolone cheese on there instead of the normal pizza cheese, and I've done all kinds of combinations. And that's the other thing: if you work in pizza, you order stuff that's not even on the menu or whatever. You customize the hell out of pizzas. I've seen some employees come with some pretty wacky but like delicious stuff. I've seen some customers come out with some delicious stuff. I mean, you see like say 99% of the pizzas are all the same: pepperoni, cheese, sausage, and mushroom. Jalapeno, pineapple, all standard. Every once in a while, someone will surprise you, and I'll be like, "Oh, I want spinach with provolone cheese and a dash of what do you call that, Parmesan cheese." And like they'll just come up with some stuff. You're like, "Oh man!" And then they're like, "Oh, I want some barbecue and mango habanero sauce on top for a drizzle." You're like, "Wow, this person knows how to eat pizza." A lot of times when you see that, it's an employee on their day off, and they'll use like a fake name, and they'll come in, and you're like, "I knew it was fishy." Anyway, I have 3 pieces left. I think I'll save them. I guess I'll end this video. I need a drink. I'm craving something sweet. I have water, but I'm gonna go get me a sweet drink. Anyhow, thank you guys for sitting here listening to me talk about pizza while eating pizza.